Yeah, that's all I have in my head at the time, and I have no idea where my story was.
You were the agent with the TV.
Yeah. Oh, you sent me for all this tomfoolery. That's back on track. Anything that involved, and the costume thing too. Breakdowns would come out. We're casting a commercial. We need somebody in a costume or a suit or a makeup or something. And with my movement, mimey background, mimey. I don't know how you spell that. L-I-M-E-Y. See, I got sidetracked again. That's what happened. That's what happened. Multitasking. With that background, I was submitted for all these things. And my very first TV commercial that I got was a paid job. I was a dancing mummy for a Southwest Airlines commercial. Yeah, and I thought that was my induction into the Screen Actors Guild, and I thought I was a huge star. Yeah. Well, I was wrapped from head to toe in dirty bandages and had to dance funny, Ta-da! That was the mark of the beginning of what has become me. Yeah. So another job that I got shortly after that, my fourth gig I booked, was the Mac Tonight campaign for McDonald's. Anybody there remembers that? Do you really? You can check it out on YouTube. I think there's a couple of spots up on YouTube. I was the Crescent Moon guy. Sunglasses, Saturday night, when the clock strikes. Hey, have a glass of that was me. So, yeah.
Just the visual or the voice too?
The voice. I do sing. but they wanted someone who sounded a tad more like Bobby Darin, because he was the original Mac the Night song guy. So they got a beautiful voiceover guy for that. But so so that was me in a mechanical head with puppeteers off camera, and that kind of marked me. That commercial campaign did very well. So over the next 3 years, I did 27 spots as Mac Tonight. So that kind of marked me as the tall, skinny, goofy guy. We already knew that. Who moves well, wears a lot of crap on his face, and doesn't complain about it. Right? And that, in the creature effects makeup industry, the not complaining part is the most important, probably, because they deal with actors all the time who wear stuff, and they're like, this is hot, it's heavy. We're a bunch of self-absorbed butt wipes, and I'm not comfortable right now, you guys. Yeah. So I was the one who I understand that when you say yes to doing something that's not quite human, you're saying yes to lots of makeup. You're saying yes to a costume that might be a little heavier and hotter than the sweater is, which is fabulous, isn't it? This is from 1980, I think. And it came in a box set with the shirt from Sears. I'm not kidding. It was one of the Christmas presents from Mom that year. You know how they do. Oh, I'll get that for him. That'll taste good and brown. Yeah. So I tend to recycle clothes. And I got sidetracked again, didn't I? And it's one little thing leads to another, and
you don't complain.
Yeah. And thankfully you don't either. Thank you. Okay. So anywho, now that after a 3-year run of this Mac Tonight commercial with 27 spots, what happened was a lot of people from the creature effects makeup industry would come into that commercial campaign and work with Steve. What was his name? Steve Neal, who created. He was the makeup creator of that mechanical head, and he would hire on people that would puppeteer and make new molds. We went through several heads. They'd have to have mold makers and sculptors and artists, and a lot of those people would come from other creature effects makeup shops, like Stan Winston Studios or Greg Cannon's or Rick Baker's. Big Oscar-winning makeup people have their own creature effects makeup houses. They would come into our campaign, work on that one commercial spot, and then leave, go back to their shops with my name in their head as the tall, skinny, goofy white guy who moves well and doesn't complain, right?